Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Already here, they'll audible to something else. And they go play action with May. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
In motion goes the tight end. Sticking with Walker on second down. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. May. Pass incomplete.
The Seahawks at 12-3 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, you know, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
Pass complete there to Nacua.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Running left, Corum.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Second down and a yard.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Corum.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Touchdown!
Puka Nacua
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
That's caught by Kelly. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To the air, May. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll run with Corum to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Corum. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll go back to Corum on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Williams is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Corum. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. It's Corum. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Blake Corum with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. They go play action now. May. Throw left side complete. That's Keller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll throw with May. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Here's May. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Here's May. Complete to Kelly. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
To throw, it's May. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this throw will be intercepted. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense, not so much by the defense.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Moore, the man in motion. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Off the option, that's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Touchdown, Rams. Rondale Moore from 3 yards out. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer. Because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game. Because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And they go play action with May. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. Now he's free at the 35. Breaks through the contact. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Caught left side, Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyren Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. May. He's got it. This is Ware. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. He'll find Metcalf. And bulldozing his way through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. This one swung out to Williams. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
On play action, May. That is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Play action, May. That's caught by Ware. Able to slither by. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there from Seattle. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
To the air, May. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's first down. Moore, the man in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Screenplay set up for Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
He's back to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down.
Back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll look to throw.
Pass complete there to Nacua.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Point after here coming up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Here's May.
Finding Walker complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
2 timeouts still available. Keep that in mind. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
To throw, it's May. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort. That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Seahawks, they run their record to 13-3 now.